For the first time in my entire existence, I've lived a full month staying accountable and consistent while having no one else but myself to respond to. January felt like a dream. Let's go on a walk to tell you the whole story. I kickstarted the year pretty well, like always, until 14th. I worked every single day, sticking to my schedules and being productive. But on the 14th, 15th and 16th, I felt an old pattern was trying to repeat itself. I had multiple tasks on my to-do list. Among them, the deadline for 2 was 16. Instead of working on my projects to finish, I constantly found myself trying to distract me by doom scrolling. Now, this is what I have done my whole life so far, and realizing that I'm getting into the same spiral again made me even more anxious. I was literally crying and praying to God to not let me go back into the same loop of being productive for a couple of weeks and then forget everything. I want to change. I begged God. And well, I think He did listen to me, and this month turned out to be different. Since not doing it wasn't an option, the only way I found I could complete both these tasks by EOD 16 was to let go of what they could be and just do what I can. And so I did. By 11 p.m. on 16th, I uploaded my first YouTube video of 2025 and emailed my friend's surprise birthday video. It was such a relief. Seriously, perfectionism is the enemy of progress. Whoever said that, it's very true. And I also realized that it wasn't me being lazy, but my body begging for some rest. So I started making a conscious effort to recharge before I completely drained. I took myself on a solo picnic, spent some quality time in nature, volunteered at an art and craft workshop, and even went to a film
Elles étaient déjà
screening.
encore plus sales tout à l'heure. Et maintenant, tu trouves qu'elles sont propres?
No. What do you guys do to refuel? I'd love to know. Tell me in the comments. Another very proud moment for me was when I said no while staying calm and composed. Last week during a meeting, my idea and so much effort and time I poured into editing this video was discarded, and I was being asked to go to square one to just experiment with their very generic and honestly not so solid ideas. Instead of just agreeing like I normally would, I calmly explained that I would need more specific and solid input before going back to square one. And let me tell you, that felt like a huge milestone for me. Only a fellow people pleaser can understand how much courage it takes to do something that might make the other person dislike you. I guess this is called setting boundaries, right? It's definitely worth all the discomfort you feel while saying no. So I give myself full credit and celebrate it with you all. But it wasn't all sunshine and roses, honestly. I lost a super important scholarship due to my negligence, which led to a technical issue and cancellation of my application. Though it was a heavy price to pay to learn that I should not leave things till the last minute, I didn't label myself a loser or a failure, which was my default reaction. I've been trying to understand why I do what I do instead of just beating myself up about it, because understanding the root cause is the only way to actually break those habits for good. I think it's incredibly important to acknowledge and celebrate these little victories and engage in curiosity and empathy before passing judgment for ourselves or others in order to grow. Yeah, this pretty sums up my January. Tell me about yours. What was a beautiful moment you remember from last month?